It's Dr. Dave Fauci with an update about COVID-19 booster shots.
New Yorkers likely recognize these ads with the city's health commissioner, who's been encouraging boosters for those 65 and over or with underlying health conditions. But now, with backing from the mayor, Dr. David Fauci offering them to all fully vaccinated adults 6 months clear of Pfizer and Moderna, or 2 months after the J&J jab, some 4.5 million people.
We've seen throughout the pandemic that we have to stay a step ahead of the virus, and the decision that New York City made was very much in that vein.
That proactive posture coming as Colorado, California, New Mexico, and Arkansas all issued the same guidance, taking a looser interpretation of federal guidelines that allow boosters for high-risk populations. In Minnesota, which has seen a nearly 70% increase in cases the last 2 weeks, the virus is flooding communities, big and small.
We are all close. This is not getting better.
This, as Americans try and sort through mixed messaging on boosters.
I think the confusing message around the boosters may end up being one of the biggest missed opportunities in this pandemic.
States and cities are trying to take the lead. The CDC says adults with increased risk of exposure should get the booster, and some local officials say that can cover all adults. How does New York City have the autonomy to make a decision?
The commissioner's advisory that I issued today is consistent with the FDA authorization and the CDC guidance. An important part of that guidance is about risk of exposure.
Johnson says we're learning from Europe, which tends to foreshadow what happens in the U.S. Cases there rising so precipitously. Austria has imposed a lockdown for unvaccinated people. Germany is considering the same.
We feel much safer when I know that the people that are walking around are vaccinated.
Even with all the talk about boosters, health officials emphasizing the most important shot is the first one.
Medical experts say supply here is not the issue. The cities and states and pharmacies have enough boosters. The question right now is liability. If someone were to get a booster shot that is not federally authorized to do so and has complications, who's responsible? Could it be the state? Could it be the healthcare provider? A lot of unanswered questions. Right back to you.
Right. So that was very important. Thank you.
19 minutes past the hour. Let's check back in with Mr. Wilkes. See what you got.
Hey guys, so we're looking across the country. Things not all that exciting, but all in all, not too bad. We've got some record highs down through the south, Texas, on into the Central Plains. Very windy up west. We're going to be looking at some wind advisories there. Chilly here in the northeast. Little lake effect snow still hanging around leeward side of the eastern Great Lakes. Plenty of sunshine down through the Gulf and on into the southeast. We're going to get to your weather forecast coming up in the next 30 seconds.
When love finds us, this is how we shine. You found the one. Now find the ring. Ask about special financing with the Diamond Credit Card. Exhale, the Diamond Store.
Good morning. I'm Storm Team 4. Meteorologist Chuck Bell. Still a little chilly outside this morning. Most of the suburbs are still in the 30s. We should be back above 40 degrees by about 9 o'clock. 50 by lunchtime. Our high today is 52. Up at about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. No rain to worry about today. No rain tomorrow either. And tomorrow will be a little milder. Temperatures back above 60 degrees on Wednesday. And I think we can get all the way to 70 Thursday before a rain chance arrives Thursday evening, allowing the cold air to come blowing back in on Friday.
And that's today's weather, guys.
All right, Al, thank you. Coming up, an alarming situation unfolding in space. Astronauts aboard the ISS forced to take shelter.